I promise you this will be a truly great, not only hotel, but economic development project.
According to the House Oversight and Reform Committee, Trump claimed his hotel in Washington brought in $150 million in income during the time he was in the White House. Instead, the panel says documents show that hotel actually incurred more than $70 million in losses.
I think the problem was just they couldn't fill the rooms. There was no shortage of pro-Trump fans saddling up to the bar and embassies and other groups originally going to the banquet rooms, but the guest rooms just sounded like they weren't renting that much.
Trump concealed millions of dollars in payments to the hotel from foreign governments, posing a potential conflict of interest.
It's not just this hotel. It's all the hotels that are doing terribly, and he doesn't have the money to pay back his loans.
Now the Trump Organization is putting the lease on the government-owned building up for sale. Last time it was on offer in 2019, the asking price was $500 million.
If they could get $150 million for the whole schmear, that might just be the market.
Because Deutsche Bank was so indulgent of his failed businesses for years and years, he has been able to stave off financial disaster. But Deutsche Bank has said, we're done with him now. And he is not going to find American or big lenders in the United States or companies that do a lot of business in the United States. And that's the real problem he faces in the next few years.
What do we know people do when they're in financial trouble? They make bad decisions and sometimes sell out their employer, their partners, and their country.
Wait, Donald Trump might sell out his country? That happened already. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. All jokes aside, Donald Trump's financial turmoil is worth watching very closely now. He has hundreds of millions of dollars in loans coming due. His main banker, Deutsche Bank, which has repeatedly bailed him out through the years, has cut ties. And Trump cannot even find a buyer for his D.C. hotel amidst an apparent going out of business sale with perhaps 70% off. Talk about pathetic. The Trump Organization financial meltdown will come with a cost to all of us, especially if the grifter-in-chief returns to the White House. Imagine a Donald Trump with even less stability, responsibility, and restraint than he had in his first term. Do you really think he would even try to hide his financial conflicts of interest next time around? Would Donald Trump in a second term even bat an eyelash about using government resources, inside information, and all matters of policy, foreign and domestic, to enrich himself and his family? I get that financial corruption may be the least of America's problems if Donald Trump returns to the White House. Trump will solidify his personal power over the military and federal law enforcement. He will harass opponents and change the outcome of elections. He will boost conspiracy theorists, elevate anti-science lunatics, and plunge America into an even deeper moral abyss. But Trump will also rob America's treasury. He will enable his cronies and sycophants to steal from all of us and from our government. In a second Trump term, corruption will have no limits. And we all know it.